What up, guys? It's Salvajee. We're back with another Salvajee Speaks, and I know you guys are thinking, damn, Salvajee, you haven't uploaded a Salvajee Speaks in a long time. I know, but here it is, and I'm actually very passionate about this subject. I got inspired, I said, what could I do for a Salvajee Speaks? I want to do a Salvajee Speaks that's very, very helpful to a lot of people. And then I realized that I never made a Salvajee Speaks on sort of how to find your identity, and a lot of you guys out there, a lot of people that don't really have an identity for themselves. So in this video, I'm going to tell you guys a couple of pointers, give you guys a couple of pointers on, of course, how to find your identity. Your identity is mainly what you stand for, sort of your core values, but it's also who you are as a person. For example, I'm a very enthusiastic person, I'm a very energetic person, and that's sort of like part of my identity. That's why I'm called Salvajee. That's why I call myself Salvajee rather than just call myself by my real name, okay? Because I really do feel that the word Salvajee defines me, the name Salvajee defines me, and I don't know why, but for some reason, I've always had this energetic attitude, and people are just always around me. Like, people always sort of magnetate and gravitate towards me because of the good energy that I release. I sort of give people enthusiasm and energy and sort of happiness just by radiating that energy out, right? Like, some people, to get motivated, they need a pep talk, they need all that good stuff. I just give that out by just releasing my energy, whether it's in real life or, of course, through the internet. Now, of course, sometimes I gotta drop, some straight up motivational fire, you know what I mean, guys? But for the most part, that's just part of my identity, part of my personality. Now, another thing that you guys can do to sort of find your identity and personality, it's just think about what you don't like and just be the opposite of that. For example, as I was growing up, as I was around the 16, 17, 18, right, I sort of figured out, and I just realized that I really don't like people who are just constantly complaining about how terrible their day were, and how terrible their lives are going, and all of that stuff, blah 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 blah. I didn't like people who were negative, didn't like people who talked down on others' dreams and all that stuff. So I decided that my identity was going to be the opposite of that, and that's how I became sort of like this person that I became what I was tired of seeing. I was tired of seeing negativity, so I became positivity. And that's also something that you guys can do. You guys can find out, oh, what is it that I don't like, and of course, do the opposite of what you like, and that can become part of your identity. And of course, again, that's why I just started, sort of motivating people and inspiring people, because I said, you know what, nobody's fucking doing it, and so I'm just going to do it. And of course, this was at a time where I sort of thought that I was crazy and that I was the only one with these feelings of motivating and inspiring people. But of course, the more I sort of like pursued that identity and passion of mine, the more I realized that, holy shit, I'm not the only crazy motherfucker out there that likes to motivate people. Like, there are actually people that do this as a profession. There are actually a lot of people out there that think that adding value into people's lives is actually, the actual right thing to do. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this Salvajee Speaks on how to find your identity, okay? You having an identity is very, very important, guys, and it's very important to have an identity, because you don't want to be that regular random person, right? You want to be that guy. You want to be the guy, right? Like that person that everyone goes to for a specific something, right? When it comes down to motivation, my friends know that I am the person to go to for that, right? It's funny because I always tell my friends, I think I've said this on previous Salvajee Speaks, but I always tell my friends, listen, if you're not a millionaire by 30, you're a fucking idiot, all right? Because I am literally the greatest motivator and person that inspires you. Like, I feel like I'm the greatest motivator in the fucking world, right? So I always tell my friends, yeah, if you're not a millionaire by 30, you're a dumbass, all right? Because you literally have a friend that can give you the motivation and inspiration that you need to make it there. And if you don't use those tools, for example, you don't use my motivation and inspiration as a tool, then you're pretty dumb. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe, of course, to join the Salvajee Cartel. I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. If you guys enjoyed this one, drop it a like, subscribe to join the Salvajee Cartel. Salvajee Speaks playlist, it's in the description below, so feel free to check that out. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Peace.